Welcome back, guys. We're gonna do a quick catch-up video here. Last we were filming, we had been ice racing and the weather has just been horrible. It has just been pouring and pouring and pouring. It rained for months, and then we got this nice flu that went around up where we live, and just about everybody we knew got it, including us. So we're recovered from that. The rain just stopped last week, which is great. So as you guys saw, I wanted to take the short box to look at Christmas lights, and we were working on it, and because I was going to change the heater box out and found kind of a mess, so we threw it back together, mostly because I wanted to go look at Christmas lights. And so we just put the other heater box back on, and I had it higher. I know, we just threw it back together. So then we went to go look at Christmas lights, and it started overheating really bad. And that was weird because it was December, and you know, it was super cold out. There's no way it should have been overheating. Also, we killed the battery while we were running around because the alternator that was on it was kind of a low output, and I had a high output alternator sitting on the shelf, but I didn't do anything about it. And so I thought, well, we did have the heater hoses off and stuff, you know, maybe it just had a bubble of air right where the temperature sensor was, something like that. Like maybe I didn't bleed it all the way, or you know, whatever. So we finished looking at some Christmas lights and came back and said, oh, I'll just bleed it and put some coolant in it. Well, put some coolant in it, and of course there was snow on the ground, and come back the next day and the radiator's half empty, and I'm like, well, that's not how it's supposed to be. So I filled it up again and then started keying out the weep hole. So water pump went out, which was awesome. Not a big deal though. So since it's kind of a mess, so since we had to change the water pump anyway, see, the new water pump's already rusty, I went ahead and put the higher output alternator on it, which of course didn't clear like anything. So the fan blades got custom trimmed to clear this lovely bracket here, which is, you know, wrong bracket. It's a whole mess and whatever. Got that all fixed up, and that thing, we just sealed it up really well, sealed up all the holes, and now that rag's out of the diverter thing, it actually gets warm in there. It's pretty nice. It'll be better once I hook up the vent tubes to the actual vents. Like, right now it just kind of free flows out into the cab, but whatever. So we went to a couple swap meets and got a bunch of new parts for this, because the motor's getting rebuilt. I'm pretty excited about it. My heads are buried in the shop, but I picked up a set of camel humps, which I'm very excited about. It's kind of a funny story about the heads actually, but we'll get into that another day. But I do have a nice set of camel humps that are going on that, and I'll show you some other new parts that I got, or some of them anyway. And we have quite a few projects that are waiting. So we bought a fixer-up house about a year ago, and we don't have any concrete at all. And it makes it hard to do things because we're constantly jacking stuff up in the dirt. Sketchy, right? So like this thing, I need to work on the rear end, and and this, we were coming home and blew the tranny out. It's awesome. But jacking stuff up in the dirt's no bueno. So we are building a shop, and you see the tractor right now. We just started working the dirt about an hour ago. So weather, like I said, the weather's just been so bad. So it's just grass removal right now, and then we have to level this all out, and then we get to actually dig the footings and pour concrete and all the fun steps of building a shop. But we're really excited because our projects are kind of stacking up without concrete. So I did mention that I blew up my tranny in the short box. So got a couple trannies here. Got a stalker that of mystery condition. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. TH350, so we're going to put that in and see if it's any good. The other transmission is built to the moon. It's also TH350. It'll take way more horsepower than I need to throw at it, but that's going to go in when the engine gets rebuilt. Unless this stalker turns out to be no good, then the built transmission is going to go in now. But otherwise, the stalker is going to go in for now, and the built will go in with the built motor. That's the plan, Stan. Since we're standing right next to this thing, so we, as you know, we were grabbing stuff to do an alignment on this, which we haven't done yet. We did pick up all the shims and everything to do it, but the thing is every single time I say I want to drive something, Paul's plan for what he wants to do with it changes. So this was going to be his daily, so he was fine cutting the springs and lowering it the cheap way. Until I said I want to daily it, because I'm dailying the Camaro right now, and I'd like to drive the Camaro less. No one needs to, well, I mean, I say no one needs a daily 435 horsepower, but I mean, it is kind of fun. It's not fun though. There's nothing fun about commuting no matter what you're driving, so you might as well do it in something to rack up the miles on, like this. So as soon as I said I wanted to commute in this, he said, well, then we're not doing cut springs anymore. So it's actually got a box of drop spindles sitting in the passenger seat here, which there that we need to put on, and then so we have to go get some stock springs since we cut these, and we're gonna drop it and align it the correct way so that I actually have travel now that I want to drive it. He doesn't care if he has suspension. He wants me to have suspension and travel, so that's no complaints. Charging up because it's been sitting, so I gotta get some center hubs for those wheels, because center caps, excuse me, because that's gonna drive me nuts. And they have the lug nuts that go on my black wheels on my short box, so I gotta get some lug nuts too. Knock on wood, the Burb's good. I love the Burb. She's solid. I loves her. Let's talk about the Blazer. So this is our one and only gel cell battery, and I'm not impressed. It did not survive the winter very well. I'm probably gonna have to replace it. It's a just a second. Takes two hands to pop that. It's a yellow top Optima, but I am not impressed. They're supposed to be, you know, just the bee's knees of batteries, but I'm not having a good time with this battery. So we'll see. I may have to warranty it out. Not having a good time. It's constantly low voltage. We have to keep it on a tender 24/7 for it. Come on, for it not to be. Kitty cat likes the Blazer a lot. Isn't that nice? Let's see, what do we got going on here? Picked up this new fancy steering wheel. Still have all the tools in here from swapping that, but you know, it's getting better and better inside every single time we do anything. Got some new valve covers on here. We had those billet aluminum ones, and they just did not hold up. There was a leak, and when they got tightened, they just gave and bent and started leaking everywhere, and caught this thing on, tried to catch it on fire, and it was not having a good time with that either. So got these not bendy ones here, so hopefully they will hold up to the abuse a little bit better than the other ones did. Throttle body is off right now. So about 12 months ago, the IAC crapped out, so I replaced it. Kind of hard to find, weirdly enough, so I got a Holley IAC for it and put that in. Well, it lasted 11 months and it took a crap, so it's sitting on my kitchen table right now, and I've got another one coming. $100 part, lasted 11 months. Isn't that fantastic? Now, very excited about that. So we'll see how this next one does. I'm not too sure about that. But while I'm standing here, we did put these wheels and tires back on. I think they're my favorite on it. But we got when we went to the truck show last time, the front smoothies really just chewed up and hunked out. They just don't do well with highway. So we got these actual street tires for the front, so we'll see how those do. I'm kind of excited about it. These have the drop spindles too, the same ones that I got for the S15, and we need to align this too, so we're gonna have to do that at some point. There's some alignment plates on Amazon I need to get. I don't know. So let's see, lots of things waiting on concrete. Like I said, knock on wood, burb is good. S15, we need to do the suspension in the front, and it's got a big old fat hole in the exhaust I need to weld, or somebody needs to weld up. Somebody's gonna weld it. I think it's affecting the O2 sensor, because it does have O2 sensors. It's just new enough for that. Isn't that great with OBD1? So that's messing with the O2 sensors, so need to fix that. The OBS, we need to replace the axle bearing, and then check out the pumpkin, see what's going on. Again, hard to do without concrete, so it's kind of just sitting. Short box, we're gonna do a tranny swap on that pretty quick. Knock on wood, the Camaro is beautiful and we love her. And you can't see it, but on the other side of the short box is my Honda. Knock on wood, Honda's good right now. We will pull this out at some point. This is my father-in-law's truck, and the only thing wrong with this thing, rude. The only thing wrong with that is it's got drum all the way around, so it's like super hard to stop. And of course, like when I drove it, some little Prius hopped out in front of me that stops on a dime. But other than that, it's great. I mean, it usually has a flat tire and a dead battery, but she fires right up every time. Give her a battery and a little gas on the carb, and away she goes. Let's go check out some parts. Got everything kind of crammed together out of the way of the tractor, the trailer. Okay, forgive my mess. This has turned into my pile of parts. Let's see here. New oil pump, new intake, water neck, new carburetor. Paul said, what do you want for your birthday? And I said a Holley 750. He made it happen. Other new parts. Linkage for the carburetor. I don't have linkage, proper linkage on my truck right now. New air cleaner. This is not the filter that's going in it. New camshaft, gaskets, lifters, timing set. Get some of this stuff out of the way. This is for the burb here. Alright, there's my new air cleaner. Super excited about that. I never run an air cleaner, but I will. I'm excited about this guy. And my Holley 750 that needs cleaned, but I'm excited about that. He also got me this nice kit to go with it. Excited about that. All kinds of goodies. A filter that I'm not going to use. Some new headlights for the burb, some new strips for the don't fall off getting in rails, and just well, it's just a regular standard volume, standard pressure. I think that's all that's in here. Bike parts mixed in too. There's like a caliper in there and jet kit and stuff. All kinds of good stuff. Anyway, so that's where we're at. Super excited to get some concrete. Bikes are all tucked away, so racing's over for now. We do have some MX later this summer, and of course we're playing around in the yard, and we do have some things we need to do. 200X is kind of being a turkey, but you know, racing's over for now, and Well, except for MX. MX is just starting up and it's going strong. Flat Track's over for, well, no, there's Flat Track going too. I can't keep track. Anyway, super excited to get concrete going. Can't wait for that so that we can get caught up on some, hi little big dog, so that we can get caught up on some of these projects, some of these things that I really just don't want to jack up on dirt, but you know, there you have it. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and as we progress on these things, we will video more, and we do have a couple bike projects we're gonna do, and I think we might go borrow some concrete in the near future to swap that tranny. We'll see, and might borrow some concrete to work on that range. You know, we're ready to have our stuff all going, and yeah, so we're gonna take a minute to play with the dogs and get back to tractoring. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to you soon.